Hi, my name is Sid. I took the SAT this year, and I want to talk about something we've made called SATPal. So what SATPal is an SAT practice platform. The way we thought about it was that 22 minutes of practice every day beats 4 hours of practice 10 days before the SAT. And in this platform, I want to talk about four main features we have. The first one I want to talk about is practice. So our practice is aimed at where you're at weakest, and we measure two main qualities: your accuracy and your pace. So those you can compare those values to other peers that are answering the same type of questions. And the second thing I want to talk about is flashcards. This is really important for those logical fill in the blank type of questions that you get that are mainly based on luck. So studying these early can get you an edge over those type of questions. Third is diagnostic. So diagnostic is really good for giving you an idea what the actual SAT looks like and what it feels like and the pressure you get from it. And fourth, your stats. This helps you really see if you're grown and if you improved your skills in the SAT. And then another thing for the practice is that it keeps track of what you've missed. So say you got this type of example wrong before, this math question, a couple of weeks later, maybe a week later, it'll ask you a similar question with different values. And so I'm going to log in now and show you what it looks like inside. So as you can see here, this is a dashboard, and you can see we have the daily 22 minutes where you can start your 22 minutes of practice every day. Then we have your streaks and the type of skills you need to learn and the reading skills you need to learn. So split between math and reading, and you got a little leaderboard right here. So if I click on practice, you can see I can start practicing math or I can practice English. And this is what it looks like right here. So if I was answering like any questions, for example, here, it tells me this here and why B is right. So this is kind of basic functionality of what the questions will look like. And if I leave this, let's go to math. And you have your math questions here, and then you have Desmos if you need it. And then we have your flashcards. So all your flashcards are here. We also have math flashcards, but mainly we want to focus on your vocabulary here. This is what this is usually used for. So here you have astute, and we have this algorithm that's helps you recall. So right as when you're about to forget the word or the flashcard, it'll ask you the flashcard again. So you can rate how well you know it. So astute, I know that pretty well, so I can click easy. And SATPal will keep track of all these vocabulary words you know. And then you have your journey right here. So this is like your stats, how well you've improved over the years. So we make sure not only to train you for your SAT, but also your PSAT and also your NMSQ2, Q2, or yeah, QT. So this is pretty much what it looks like overall. So one more thing I almost forgot to include was the diagnostic. So if you go up here, you can see we have the sidebar, and this includes all the other features we have. So all these extra stuff: study guide, friends, study hall, pal, which is what we're working on right now. But if I click diagnostic, you can see this is what it looks like, and you can see I already started the diagnostic. But if you didn't, it would pop up in the bottom. Reading this, you can see it includes everything you need to know. So before you start, it reminds you of all the stuff you need. For example, find somewhere quiet, scratch paper, good connection. So pretty much like similar to the SAT. If I resume, this is what it looks like. So yeah, so it doesn't look exactly like the SAT because we're working on a UI currently, but all the functionality is there. So you can cross-out questions, you can mark for review, you can go back, and so this is what it looks like right now. But you can see like some of it's not exactly the same. So if I do save and exit, so yeah, this is all the stuff we have, and some of the other extra stuff we have over here. Thank you.